What's happening, Achievers? Ajit Sidhu here from Invincible Achievers. I'm a firm believer of increasing your energy to the maximum that you can actually do on a daily basis. Now, the way to actually increase your energy is not just through sheer willpower. What you would need to do, and I've spoken about this before, is alkalize your body. Now, if you do your research, you will know that the blood needs to be of pH 7.34. That's slightly alkaline in comparison to acidic. Now the body will regulate it back to that level no matter what you do. However, if you pour in so much acid in your body or create acid in your body, the body will have to work hard to bring the levels back up to the alkaline. So it'll take it to acidity, which is lower than 7, and it'll have to bring it back up and then raise it slightly. So we can help the body out there's a couple of things that we can do. One is eating living things like greens, vegetables. By eating these vegetables and alkalizing the body, even having a green drink, by alkalizing the body, we help the body by keeping it at that pH level. Now, not only does it do that, if you actually take in a lot of acidity inside your body, what it will do is, anyone that studied the red blood cell, they know that the outside it's electrical charged and it's got electrons around the blood cell, so it repels each other so they don't stick together. But if you have acid in the body, in the blood, it will start thinning out the top layer and stripping them of the negative charge, and they start clumping together. And now if the blood cells are clumped together and they're flowing through the body, what it will do is it will make you more sluggish. So we need to understand that. So by having the green drinks, by eating healthy living things, we are helping the body to bring the pH level up. Okay, the second thing that you can actually do, everything that you eat has energy, megahertz. Now, you can do your own researches. I don't know that off the top of my head each and every single energy level that food has, but for example, a chocolate cake will have 1 megahertz. A Big Mac will have 5 megahertz. Now, our body needs about 70 megahertz within a food to be able to energize. Now, if we are just having the Big Macs, which is 5 megahertz, but then you need 65 more megahertz, you're in a deficit. You're going to feel sluggish. And then you're going to think, oh, I'm so hungry, and have another meal and another meal and another meal, and pile on the fats inside, which is going to create the acidity, which is a cycle that you're going to go through. However, almonds, a handful of almonds, they have, I believe it's about 70 or 80 megahertz. So 1 portion of almonds will energize your body up. Cucumbers, I believe, have 90 megahertz. So having a cucumber, it will energize you and get you up and back into it. Green foods will energize you. So these are things that we need to actually assess. And you can do your own research to find out exactly how much energy food has, which food has the best ones. And by the way, if you are having the ones that are high energy, which is full of water and nutrition, they are going to be alkalizing. So green stuff is going to alkalize you completely. So that's the second thing. So you need to energize. To help the body to energize, you need to have the high megahertz. But the third thing is the environment that you create. Now, everyone knows that if we are exercising like crazy, we are going to be building up lactic acid. And if you don't stretch it out and massage it out or do the warm down and you just stop, the lactic acid stays. You've created stress inside your body, and lactic acid is acid. But not only that, say if you get angry or upset emotions, they will flood in and they are acid, and that acidity then creates the acid environment, which then starts breaking down the blood cells. But then it doesn't only do that, it does so much more in the body, where the body has reserves of alkaline to actually flood it in, to bring it back up to the pH level of 7.34. When those reserves are finished and we keep fueling the body with acidity, what happens is they want to take this acid and take it away from the body. So the way it does it is it puts it into the fat reserves. So that's where you start getting the extra fat layers. But not only that, it starts to it starts to throw out the acid. And how does it throw it out? It throws it out through a cold. It throws it out through spots, and it throws it out in aches and pains, and it takes it out in many different ways. However, if you're alkalizing, you reduce the chances of colds. Like Jar just said, the green drink you gave me sorted out my cold, which is awesome. See, so when you have the green drink, it alkalizes, it gets rid of all the acidity, and once the acidity is out, then you get alkalized, and your body can function much better. Now, if it's actually pouring it out through a colds and flus and diseases, and we also know that if we actually if a cell takes too much acidity, it'll mutate to actually protect it, which is what cancer is. So we need to also take that into consideration. So the environment that we create is going to create how much energy we have. Now, everyone knows that the flu season is usually around October, November, December, January. And people usually think, oh, it's cold, there's bacteria around. No, doctors know, and most people know that we are flooded with bacteria within us already. We have bacteria, and our body is able to keep it dormant. But what happens during that period of October, November, December? Number one, it's really cold, so our body has to work harder, so it's using up more energy. Number two, people start partying more. Christmas is coming around, they start drinking alcohol, which causes acidity in the body. They start eating so much more, and it causes more acidity. They're sleeping less, which is causing more acidity, and then all of a sudden the body says, uh-oh, you haven't drank enough water, you haven't rested, you've had lots of junk. Let's get it out. I'm cold, I'm ill, I can't go to work. And then when summer comes about, we're out, we're running around, we're exercising and breathing, and taking in a lot of fresh air. If we're taking in a lot of fresh air, we're breathing. Breathing creates alkaline in our body. So we need to know this stuff, because this is so massively important. If we are actually doing our daily basis, day-to-day routine through sheer willpower, we are going to deplete and burn out. But if we can actually alkalize our body and energize our body and move it forward, life becomes easy, and you can do so much more. Now, there's 3 things that you can easily do just right now after watching this video. Number 1, start drinking water. Now, I would recommend filtered water, because when it comes from the tap, sometimes with the pipes, that if you haven't filtered it out, it does create slight acidity in the water. But if you've got filtered water that is alkalized, you drink that, or bottled water, not bottled, but in a glass bottle. The other thing is, start having salads with your food. You'll see that you'll energize. Instead of grabbing a massive snack or grabbing a Snicker bar, oh yeah, I've just had peanuts. No, you've also had chocolate and caramel and all the junk and the sugar that's gone with it. And sugar equals glue in your body. Have a cucumber. This is something that I've preached over and over again. When I'm really tired, I have a cucumber, bam, I'm straight back into it. Excuse me. And the third thing that you can do is laugh more. Laughing more creates the serotonins, creates the good feelings, creates the body to allow it to breathe more. And as you're breathing more, you're creating alkaline and you're feeling great. These are 3 things that you can do right now. Laugh more, drink more, and have a salad. Guys, energize, keep moving forward, adding value to people's lives, spread the love, and just remember, we're one idea away from changing the future. Take care.